That is exactly the reaction I was hoping for.
All of that was a ploy to get me for the third. I got like 8 out of 10, and you just had to. I would have never picked it.
No,
ever.
You weren't coming close to it. I love it.
Hit it.
Welcome to the Coach's Sons podcast. It is May 12th. My name is Andrew.
And I'm Chris.
And we are here to talk baseball. But before we get into that, let's remind everyone of our good friends over at Chinook Seedery. If you love sunflower seeds, if you kind of like sunflower seeds, you need to give these a try. I promise you will not be disappointed. Use our code at checkout, Coach's Sons Pod, to get 10% off. And I swear you will not regret it. Chris, how you been?
Not so bad, man. I feel like it's been a while since we did this. And just a quick reminder, regionals for college baseball, NCAA, start Friday, May 30th.
Oh.
So just another poke for Chinook.
Are you almost back on board with college baseball?
I'll be back when it starts.
Okay, that's fair.
I've fallen off a little bit, but that's okay. We'll get back in because Clemson's probably going to host a regional.
Exactly.
They might host a super regional, so I could get all the way back in for that.
I love that.
But until then, I'm out.
Until then, you're out. Okay,
I'm out for a little bit.
At least you're being honest about it.
Still go back and listen to our interview with Coach Bakich if you
100%.
haven't yet. But yes, regionals do begin on the 30th. The selection shows Monday, May 26th, according to their website here. But that was just another piggyback on top of Chinook because they are the official seeds of D1 baseball.
That's absolutely true. And they are delicious. Trust me, you're not going to regret it. All right, Chris, it feels like it's been a while since we've done this.
It has.
And I think it's because last time it was not face-to-face, right?
Yeah,
so
this is different.
You couldn't look me in the eyes and yell at me, but
that's fair.
Today you
We're
can.
We're back, baby.
Today you can. So what do you want to yell at me about first? I'm sorry, you're not that angry, but...
I'm not angry. I don't think I want... Well, I feel like we're going to... We won't get into it, but there might be some raised voices based on some of the reactions that I've seen here. Let's start right off the rip. Two of the worst teams in Major League Baseball.
Okay.
The Pittsburgh Pirates and what seemingly
who just beat the Braves 2 out of 3.
And that's tough realization.
It's tough.
It's
tough out here.
On their way to the worst team ever in Major League Baseball history. We're about to have back-to-back teams being the worst team ever.
Wow.
The Colorado Rockies. They have both fired their managers. So Derek Shelton and Bud Black, respectively. And it feels like both of these guys are the scapegoats for poor management decisions made by everybody in the front office.
Right.
And there's only 30 of these jobs. You take whatever one you can get, and you have to live with the consequences. And in this instance, it's just poor upper management. Like, again, as far as a Pittsburgh Pirates are concerned, is it really Derek Shelton's fault that he has to pencil in Tommy Pham and Andrew McCutchen in the lineup every day?
Yeah, I mean, it is hard to see this happen. But also, I mean, look, the Rockies are bad.
Historically
bad. And if they're going to clean house, they need a clean house, right? And I think,
but they're not going to.
They're not. Like the
third
third baseman is filling in as interim for the Rockies. You know, third base coach. Sorry,
I was like, wow, player coach.
I mean, they'd probably be player coach too. They'd be just as terrible. I don't know, man. Like it is one of those things that somebody has to be held responsible, and the front office can't be, because they're the ones making the decisions. So,
but they should be.
But they absolutely should be. It is. I mean, we've talked about this ad nauseum. The Pirates should be embarrassed.
Yes,
they really should. But in the same breath, the Rockies have not been competitive for a very, very, very long time.
They've gotten a leash that all of these other teams haven't. And again, we've shit on the Pirates, we've shit on the A's, we've shit on the White Sox, and it feels like it's the Rockies. Haha. Whatever. Let them go. Oh, the Chris Bryant contract. That's not a big deal. And now you're like, whoa, this team's bad. like laughable levels bad. They just got blown out by whatever it was, 16, 20 runs. They somehow won on, what's today, Monday? They won yesterday somehow. I think the Padres just gave them the game. Manfred just made the calls like we need this to happen, right? I think that was his phone-in game. Like we need to get these guys to 7 wins. We're mid-May at this point. But just a few quotes that I have. First from the face of the franchise, Paul Skeens. At the end of the day, we're 12-26. Again, this was a couple days ago. Someone's got to be held accountable. Unfortunately, right now it's him, meaning Derek Shelton.
Yep.
I don't know if that fixes the root of the issue that we need to play better. Sure.
Yeah.
But there's limitations to how much better they can play because their players aren't good.
Also, that's the longest sentence I've ever heard.
Did I say one sentence? There was multiple sentences. There was I breathe.
No, that's fair.
Breathe,
I mean, he's
a breath.
He is correct in that somebody has to be held accountable, but it doesn't fix everything. But like also too, we've said it before, coaches matter, right? Obviously, we're very big coach fans as sons of them. But if the coach isn't there to inspire your team to play better, then you have to make a change. I looked this up too, by the way. Going back to the Rockies, when's the last time they made the playoffs?
Oh, we're talking about the Rockies now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's sooner than I thought it was.
No, it was 2013,
2018.
They made a run in one of the. That was the year they made a run.
2017 and 2018.
They made a run before that though. They played the Phillies.
07.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was 07.
I was way off.
So they got 07, 09, and then 17 and 18, and that's it. But now that we've said that, what is the last time the Pirates actually made the playoffs?
Relatively recent. Well, they ran into the Johnny at least 20. At the worst, like 2014, 2013.
Let's find out.
Because that was when McCutchen was in his prime. In the Reds, there was the Johnny Cueto Reds.
Oh, that's sure. 2015.
I was right around there.
Yep. 2013 and 14.
See?
Okay. So yeah, you're right. That's the
but that was it. I mean, that's 10 years ago now.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, man. I mean,
and they get to hang the banner for the best record in April for a couple years, right? They start off real good.
Those Aprils are pretty great.
Yeah, I mean, it's inexcusable. And again, we're shitting on the Pirates, and I am about to shift to the Rockies and properly shit on them. And we're going to use this as so we're in May now. This is our monthly, we get to talk about the Rockies, right? Mm-hmm. Remember we made that statement that once a month we talk Rockies. This is it. Okay. This is all proper news.
Don't love them.
So their owner, Dick Manfort, whatever you want to call him, quotes, "Our play so far this season, especially coming off the last 2 seasons, has been unacceptable. Our fans deserve better, and we are capable of better. While we all share responsibility in how this season has played out, these changes are necessary. We will use the remainder of 2025 to improve where we can on the field and to evaluate all the areas of our operation so we could properly turn the page into the next chapter of Rockies baseball." There's more to it, but
sure, don't believe you.
It's on him.
Yeah.
Again, same thing.
Yeah.
They have Ezekiel Tovar, who they lucked into.
Yep.
They paid Ryan McMahon way too much money to even trade him. Who's their best pitcher? Kyle Freeland. He's getting paid way too much money. He makes like $16 million a year. So if they're going to trade him, they're going to have to eat money.
I mean,
Herman Marquez, like their team isn't good. They're bad baseball players.
This is a bad baseball team.
They're bad.
It's a bad baseball team.
From top to bottom, and he's to blame, and that's it. How many years do you think that Bud Black was on the Rockies? And the way I phrase that question is going to lead you to the answer.
On the Rockies?
For the Rockies. He was the manager for the Rockies for how long?
I don't know the answer to this question.
You didn't read the notes, which is nice.
I did not read the notes because
9 years.
I was going to say 10. Okay.
Okay. But I didn't think that. That was a surprise to me. His record was
what's his record?
544 and 690.
Jeez. That's actually closer than I thought it was going to be, if I'm being honest.
I mean, that's still bad.
Yeah,
Charlie Blackmon probably has a lot. Well, that was still Tulo at that point, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Shit, that might have been Carlos Gonzalez and Tulo and whatnot. But so, the end of the day, there are 2 franchises that are almost the same, except the Pirates have some star potential. Not some. They have a star. They have O'Neal Cruz, who's been playing well. He has star potential. And they have some prospects. They have promise. They literally just haven't built. They have an all-star in Brian. Well, everybody has an all-star, excuse me. They have Brian Reynolds, right? They've got guys. They can field a team. They're just, the rest of the guys stink. Yeah. They're not good. They're below service level. The Rockies, they have an all-star. Everybody gets one. If you didn't know.
Yeah, but Tovar, I think, is
He's above average.
Above average for sure.
At best. Like that's it. That's his ceiling.
It's tough. I'd like to see him play on a good team.
I guess,
You know what I mean?
but he'd be like the 8th hitter, like a everyday shorts.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, but anyway, the rest of their team stinks.
Yeah.
I like Ryan McMahon. I think he could make it most other places, but that's really it. Kyle Freeland, sure, I guess. I would take him as a 4 starter somewhere. 5 starter.
Yeah. I guess
Get him
I
out
would
of
too.
Colorado.
Yeah.
You're pitching in Colorado every day. And
Makes life
unfortunately,
difficult.
they have Chase Dollander, who I like, but he's stuck there for however. They have almost no promise. Like Dollander could be good, but he's not Paul Skeens.
Yep.
They have Tovar, but their best bet is just to trade him for God knows what.
Yep.
And if they're going to get rid of anybody they have to get rid of, they got to pay the money. They want to get rid of McMahon, they got to pay half, if not more, of his salary. So they're stuck. And they're in the spot where I'm not getting into super draft stuff, but where they've been so bad that they don't get to have a top 10 pick anymore.
Wait, that's a thing?
Yeah, if you have like consecutive seasons, I'm going to butcher the shit out of this.
Okay.
But it's if you have consecutive seasons or something where you're bad, like bottom of the totem pole, like kick rocks, like you don't get to tank.
Oh, okay. Nice. Love that.
It basically
Yeah.
stops you from tanking for doing what the Orioles did. How about that?
Right, yeah.
When they had the 4 or 5 years of we're going to get the top pick,
Best
they
player, best
stopped
player, best
that.
player.
And
Yeah.
then you don't get a top 10 pick anymore.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
So they got absolute they did it to themselves. I don't feel bad for them.
No, and
but
yeah.
that's the predicament they're in. So they don't really have a farm system. They got a couple guys and they're starting to make their way up, but that's it. They're a bad team.
That's not fun.
And I think the other day they had like 40,000 people at their game. That doesn't make sense.
Well, yeah. It's pretty.
Oh, it's
You
an
know what I mean?
awesome
Like,
stadium.
I think that's all you can,
you
like-
kind of get lucky, right?
I mean, that's probably. That's a good sports town. You know, if you can still swing those numbers and be that bad. It wasn't Star Wars night, was it?
It's May 12th. It could have been.
It could have been
right,
yeah,
like a May
May the 4th. Yeah.
CBA doesn't allow CBT receivers to pick inside the top 6 3 consecutive years.
Okay.
So
All right.
that's it.
Top 6. All right.
It also doesn't allow CBT payer, collective bargaining tax, I think that is, to pick inside the top 6 in back-to-back years. So that is from Joe Doyle. I knew I saw it somewhere. It
Sure.
took me a second.
Yeah,
so
sure.
can't do it 3 years in a row. Can't be a shitty team. So I like that rule. I think that's a very good rule, if I'm being honest.
Oh,
However,
I think it's a great rule. Yeah.
if we're going to put our flag in the ground of like sell the team, you're a shitty owner, we shouldn't look much further than the Colorado Rockies right now.
I know.
Because what else is there?
It's so strange, like that they're still supported because
The Chris Bryant thing was bullshit, right? You can't even be
Yeah.
like, oh, look, we signed Chris Bryant. There was no direction. They didn't do anything else. It
Yeah.
was like, oh, we spent however the hell much they spent, $150
it was almost
million.
like they're trying to get out of the luxury tax or something, or the bottom tax, or
Yeah,
you
whatever
know,
that
yeah.
was. But it was just stupid. Like,
No,
there was no direction. They made no other moves
Yeah.
past that. So I'm done with that. Like, they're on my shit list now. I'm kind
Yeah.
of over them. Not because they fired Bud Black, but man, I hope that guy writes a book.
Yeah, I am
I need-
interested. I want to know what
I
are
need
the
more
conversations?
insights to these like not great organizations.
Yeah.
You know, the only way you wouldn't get it is if he wants to get another job, right? You can't blackball
that's
yourself.
fair. How
However,
old is Black? I don't even know.
I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
at some point, just you go work for MLB Network or something,
that's
man.
fair,
So they'll
that's fair.
hire you.
Like, you have such a black mark on your name now that you've been a manager of such a bad team for such a long time. But
Do you want to hire Bud Black, who's been a sub 500 coach for 10 years, not 3 seasons,
Yeah,
10
10
years,
years,
or no,
yeah.
whatever it was, 9? Or do you want to be like, oh, this 38-year-old hitting coach who
Yeah.
Yadier Molina.
Yeah, used to be a
I'm going to give
player.
Yadier
Yeah.
Molina.
Give me Yadi all
I'm going
day.
to give Albert Pujols a chance, right? Or whatever, right? Like, I don't,
I
sure.
will hire Yachty.
That's your argument. So at this point, just fucking burn it down, man.
Yeah.
Fire away. One other coaching. This is not in the notes. This is a self-reflection.
Okay.
One other coaching thing that happened. Benedict Arnold, Brett Boone, my guy, is the hitting coach for the Texas Rangers.
What a bitch.
Right? What an asshole.
You gotta be so upset about
I'm
that.
not thrilled at all. And like if that's how he
feelings.
wanted to get in, I get it. So be it. You know, Edgar's our guy for the time being. But son of a bitch, man.
Yeah.
I love Brett Boone. Brett Boone's my guy.
Well, apparently not. He's now the Texas
I'm
guy.
a little sour.
Yeah, I would be sour.
And his DMs aren't open. Who else I'd let him know about
damn,
it?
You would talk some real shit, huh?
Yeah, I would have let him know.
It's like if Chipper Jones went to go be the hitting coach for the Mets.
Kinda, yeah. But however, you know, Brett Boone isn't Chipper Jones caliber, but Brett Boone was one of my best players.
Yeah.
Or, excuse me, one of my favorite players growing up. So that's just a personal anecdote. I need to get that out of there.
I got you. That's funny.
I'm not thrilled about it. This is bullshit. Like he's gonna show up in Seattle in the other dugout. Like I don't like
I don't want
that.
to see you in that other uniform. That's disgusting.
Call in sick or something during that. Speaking of Paul Skeens, he does pitch tonight. So when you're hearing this, he would have already pitched like 7 innings shutout against the Mets.
He just missed us, thank God. Not that they needed him because we lost 2 out of 3 games.
They probably wait. He's about to pitch against the Mets.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, hang on. This lineup sucks.
Which
This
one?
is their lineup. The Pirates.
Oh,
Keep Ryan Hayes. This is the actual order
Hayes
today.
is the best so far.
Brian Reynolds. Their 3 hitter
he's
is
good.
aging Andrew McCutchen. All respect in the world to Andrew
He's
McCutchen.
their 3 hitter?
Yes.
Okay.
Joey Bart, DH. Matt Gorski. Yeah. IKF, Isaiah Kiner Falefa. Alexander Canario. Jared Triolo. And Henry Davis, former first overall pick.
So I want to talk shit about this lineup, but we just lost 2 out of 3 games, so I can't. But
Yeah, that's
man,
bad.
That's bad.
That's sour.
That's not
but
a
yeah,
good-
I don't. It's just a bad team, and they got Skeens on them. Like, I don't know, man. I'm over it. Let's move on because now I'm not getting angry at you. I'm just getting angry in general.
Yep.
I'm sick of talking about bullshit ass teams.
Okay, hold on. Let's talk about 2 bullshit ass teams real quick. All right, so the Braves, are we ever going to get to 500? I don't know if we'll be to 500 by the end of this month.
Hang on.
We're 2 games away, and we can't make it happen. We could have been 500 against the Pirates, but then we lost 2 out of 3 games. So I think we're 2 games.
All right,
under
listen.
500
You know,
again.
like we're the super early crowd, right? Like, you know, hey, it's May 12th or whatever. You're 6.5 back of the division and 4.5 back of wild card.
I know.
Like
The fact that
that's
we're
a
that
lot
close is dumb.
quick,
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
No. It's but I'm saying you're 2 games back. You're 4. Obviously, there's a lot of season. You can rip off a 10-game streak at any time, but it feels like a lot. At this point, you're like, I'm
Right.
4.5 out of 3rd place behind like 5 other teams. You're behind the Reds, Brewers, D-backs, Cardinals.
Yeah.
Not including the other top 3.
Yep. Ronnie's supposed to start working out in Florida, I think this week. I don't think there's any timetable whatsoever. But I mean, we need more than just Acuna. Our team has to wake up. We got to start hitting the baseball. Our bullpen's got to stop sucking. It's not been fun. I will be excited if we're above 500 by the end of the month. So that's kind of where my mindset is.
All
at
right.
this
Well,
point.
we have
So-
another show in coming in after Memorial Day, so
Yep.
we'll do a check in there and see what's going on.
My panic meter will be very high.
All right. Well, on the other side, my optimism was at an absolute high. Seattle Mariners rattled off. I know for a fact it was 9. Could have been 10 straight series wins.
Loves that.
That's incredible. That we were up doing everything that we needed to do.
First place Mariners.
The bats that we are still in first place. Give me credit for that. We were the bats were going. Pitching not so much. Like everybody's hurt, banged up. I don't love it, but the bats came alive. It's wild. And we went and got swept by the Blue Jays at home. Like all momentum just. And now I'm back to shit. Like here we go, right? Like, and now we got the Yankees coming into town. Aaron Judge is gonna kill me.
Aaron Judge.
So this is actually a nice segue. I didn't even mean to do it this way. I have a ton of Aaron
You're
Judge
a
stats.
professional.
How about this? I was ready. No, Aaron Judge is going to come into town. He dominates the Mariners. He should not see one good pitch.
He dominates everybody.
He very much does. But he's whatever his home run prop is at, it's probably like 2 plus 250 plus 150. Just hammer it. It's guaranteed. What's it called? The martingale strategy. If he doesn't hit one today, double it tomorrow. He will hit one in this 3-game series. There is not a doubt in my mind. So I'll guess I'll stop talking about the Mariners. There's some good. The bad is the pitching. We need to figure that out ASAP. Kirby's on rehab.
So you guys gotta get healthy.
Yeah, Kirby's on rehab. Gilbert's starting to get ready. I don't know, but there's a lot going on. So anyway, back to Aaron Judge, and I know we talk about him a lot, but he deserves it. He's doing like Barry Bonds-esque shit.
Oof.
And these are, I think these are mostly from J-Hay, if I'm not mistaken. So Aaron Judge is the 4th player in the wild card era to have a plus 400 batting average and a plus 1.250 OPS through the first 40 games of this season. Only others, Hall of Famers Larry Walker, Todd Helton, and should be Hall of Famer Manny Ramirez. Obviously, he is not due to unforeseen circumstances. This is on May 10th. Aaron Judge is the 7th player to have 13 plus home runs through the first 39 games of a season, 4 separate seasons in the wild card era. His cohorts there are Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey Jr., Mark McGwire, Alex Rodriguez, Sammy Sosa, and Mo Vaughn. I don't even know. Right?
All right.
What a surprising one there. But again, quite the list of people.
That's a great list, yeah.
And then another tweet J-Hay put out, he was poking fun at people saying like Pujols is Pujols is the best right-handed hitter of all time, which I would probably say he's very much up there. He's using OPS plus to, I have no idea what OPS plus is, but he's using that to quantify this. Aaron Judge this year has 247. Aaron Judge last year has 223. And then it's everybody else. Mark McGwire, 216 was 1998. Jeff Bagwell, 213, 1994. Frank Thomas, 212, also 1994.
Big hurt.
So those are the top 5. 6th was Aaron Judge at 210 in 2022.
Stop it.
Pete Alonso, so you want to know who's 17th? Albert Pujols at 192. That was his highest career OPS plus. Take that with a grain of salt. I know we're mincing OPS plus, and I don't know exactly what goes into it. And I'm not looking it up. However, Aaron Judge having the top 2 and then 3 of the top 6 ever for right-handed hitters. Pretty damn good.
Pretty impressive.
Sorry, Pete Alonso, Sammy Sosa, Dick Allen, Frank Robinson, Mike Schmidt, Mike Trout, McGwire, Hank Aaron, Albert Bell, Kevin Mitchell, Albert Pujols.
What a list.
Yeah.
Man.
And those, don't sleep on Jeff Bagwell, Frank Thomas, 94 seasons, because those were remarkable. That's all I have in terms of stats for Aaron Judge. Like his actual counting stats are fucking incredible. He's literally hitting 409.
I'm gonna say he's in the 400s still, right?
Yeah. What do we say?
As of May 12th, he's still batting over 400.
Yeah. What do we say is a good OPS between you? At least our barometer is 800.
We start
right?
at 800.
Right?
Yeah.
His slugging. Do you know what OPS is, right? OPS on base plus slugging. His slugging is 779.
Jesus Christ.
His OPS is 1.274.
That's
wait,
what?
1.274.
Oh, I thought you said 1.7. I was like,
also,
oh my God.
So I think when J-Hay posted that OPS plus number, it was a couple days ago, because his OPS plus, as of what I'm looking at right now, is 257. The number I had was 247.
Jesus.
14 home runs. He just fucking hits one every day. He's got 3.4 WAR. It is May 12th.
His WAR is 3.4 already? Yeah. Holy hell.
Needless to say, he leads the league.
No shit.
He had,
is he doubled? Well, he's probably not double number 2, but he's probably a good.
No, he's not double. There's some
higher.
guys with. Yeah, there's probably guys with 3, like close to 3. I haven't. Okay. I'm not looking that up. You can look it up while I talk about him some more, because he led the league with 10.8 last year in 158 games. So through 40 games, he's at 3.4. So let's just say times 4. 12, he's gonna hit like fucking 15 WAR.
Yeah.
This guy, he's a problem, man. And I don't know what it is. Like, I know he's not underrated, but it feels like he is. What do you got?
I was correct. I said 0.5.
Is that exactly what he is?
It's exactly what it
Who's
is. So
second?
Aaron Judge is 3.4. So the next is 2.9. Who is it? I'll give you 2 guesses.
Jackson Merrill. Pete Crow Armstrong.
Wow. No to both of those. So Pete Crow is 4th.
I was going to say, he's up there.
Yeah, Jackson's been hurt. So
you're right.
Yep. So I'll give you 2 guesses.
Still 2?
More. Since you got one of the top 5s, I'll
fuck, I don't know.
Come on, man.
Shohei. No.
No, Shohei's 10th.
Freddie
He's
Freeman?
2.1. No, sir.
He was hurt too. Just tell me. God damn it.
Dude, man. All right. It's Fernando Tatis Jr., 2.9. And then Bobby is 2.6.
Chinook Seedery.
So Chinook Seedery, shout out. So Judge is 3.4. Tatis is 2.9, and then it goes all the way down to 2.6. So he's almost a full point ahead of the third best.
And
like,
he's not slowing down, man.
That's
the dude's
wild.
hitting 400. So, and he doesn't lead the league in walks. Why? Why does he?
Dude,
excuse me. He leads the league in intentional walks with 6. He should have 50.
It makes no damn sense. Wow. Like, because look at those numbers he's putting up, and then think about it.
Barry Bonds when he had in 2004, Barry Bonds was intentionally walked 120 times. Like, in all seriousness, Aaron Judge needs to be walked that many times.
It is interesting.
Like 68, 61. Aaron Judge doesn't come close to that. Like, I don't know if people, I've said this before. Last year was his highest he's ever been walked, and it was 20. He put up 10.8 WAR. Walk the guy.
Yeah.
Stop acting like you could get him out. You can't.
You know, his numbers he's putting up are getting to Barry Bonds level. Can you imagine how good Barry Bonds would have been if they pitched to him? You know what I mean? Like, this is a guy like he didn't get pitched to, and if they started doing I don't know, it just does not make any sense. I'm very confused by it for sure.
But that year Barry Bonds on base percentage was 0.6. It was 60%.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Of course. Yeah. We're gonna walk this guy every.
And Judge's on base right now is 494.
Yeah.
So they don't walk him enough.
No. Of course.
I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why they pitchers are so prideful. Because again, I know Goldschmidt's having a nice season for them. Make Paul Goldschmidt beat me.
Oh, I agree.
Or whoever's in behind him.
He's beating a lot of people. Right? Goldschmidt's not playing bad, by the way.
That's fine. I'd rather take my chances on Paul Goldschmidt than the best player in baseball. Like, he is. I don't like saying this.
Oh, here we go.
This is the truth.
Uh-oh.
If Shohei isn't pitching, Aaron Judge is a more valuable player. Right
Gasp.
I mean, it's true.
You are such a Shohei stan, and you're saying that Judge is better?
How do you take... the guy's hitting 400.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
How do you take away from him?
That's pretty great.
Like, what?
That's pretty
what?
great.
Oh, he doesn't steal bases? Like, okay,
correct.
That's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
But he plays
that's
out... But again, when
defensive WAR is
Shohei's
a negative
pitching...
number.
Huh?
His defensive WAR is a negative number.
Judge?
Yeah.
Oh. All right, take it back. I thought he was good defensively.
No.
I disregard. But I guess the point being, like, once Shohei's pitching and healthy, then that's fair. I won't allow the same conversation.
Okay,
they're not.
Right.
But right now, as just a hitter, he is better.
Wild.
Man.
Speaking of Shohei, did you see his game-winning home run / bat flip?
Yes.
Ish.
a little emotion.
It was the most emotion I ever saw at him, and I love it. I hope Shohei becomes Tatis, where he just starts flipping bats. I think that would be amazing for us to see Shohei go, you know what? I'm going to embrace this American shit. I'm still going to be Shohei, and I'm going to start doing some triple bat flips every time I hit the ball.
But I think he was. My understanding was he was coming back at Lourdes Gurriel for doing something similar.
Oh, was he?
I think.
Well, I love that even more.
Yeah, agreed. No, you're right.
More.
You're right. To your point, I agree with that. So. Yeah, I mean, give me all the bat. I like bat flips. Fire it into the sun, man. I don't give a shit.
Absolutely.
Like, what? Don't give up.
I need people to be afraid of it landing on their heads.
Don't serve up 600-foot home runs if you don't want me flipping the bat.
Yeah, exactly.
And quite frankly, if you strike them out, do a cartwheel. I don't give a shit what you do. Like, I don't know. That part I don't get.
It's the old heads, man.
I understand, but they're still there. Like, they still feel the same way.
Yeah, no, it's dumb. It's dumb. But I thought it was really cool to see that kind of emotion on Shohei, who is not the best player in baseball right now, according to Chris Crouch.
I mean, by B-WAR, he's just not.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
What'd you say he was in WAR? Do you still have it pulled up, or did you close it?
Give me a second. He is 2.1.
He's up. He's
abysmal. 2.1.
Right? Like, what do you want me to do, man?
No,
it's the truth. I don't like saying it, but Aaron Judge is a freak of nature right now.
He is.
Sure, he's gonna, whatever. He hit 322 last year, so he's probably gonna probably end up about that, right? 330, maybe 335. I don't think he started off this hot, but shit, man, like stop pitching to the guy. Make him do make some. That's my only point. If the Yankees are that, if you're scared of the Yankees, stop pitching Aaron Judge.
No, I don't understand. I just don't understand why they continue to pitch directly to him. So,
so I'm over that. But so again, you're seeing this. If he doesn't hit a home run tonight, when you're listening to this tomorrow, just double what you lost on the next game. He will get one in these next 3 games.
Betting advice brought to you by somebody sponsor us.
DraftKings Sportsbook. Screw it. That's who I usually use.
Right, perfect.
What other? I have one small call out and then a bigger one. Jordan Lawler got called up.
Good for him.
Diamondbacks. He's MLB.com's number 4 prospect. He came up a little bit last year. I think he got hurt. So he's back. We'll see what they get out of him. He's supposed to just kind of play utility infield. They said they're going to try and play him every 3 to 4 days. They're going to try and play him 3 or 4 days a week.
Gotcha.
Cool.
You love the young guys getting reps.
Yeah, I'm all for it. You know that. I'm all for it. Bring them up.
Yeah.
Because they're struggling anyway. I think they needed him up for a while.
I mean, yeah, I think you're in a position that if you have somebody
when you're up against the Dodgers, you gotta be ready early. The other big call out is this probably hurts you. The Mets.
Yeah, I know what you're about to talk about.
The Mets rotation.
Yeah,
is by ERA standards the best in baseball.
And it's like the rotation of no names. It's like the no name defense.
Kodai Senga, who's supposed to be good, he was hurt. He's 1.16.
Senga, excluding Senga.
You should be mad about this one. Griffin Canning, 2.36. I think we talked about this last time.
Dumb.
You should be mad about that.
Yeah,
because he was on your squad.
I'm more.
Clay Holmes. Redemption arc as a starter.
Here we go.
2.74. David, and now you're talking their 4th and 5th, throwaway. David Peterson 3.05. Tyler McGill 3.1.
I mean, if you can get your number 3 in the 3s, you're happy. But the fact that they're 4 and 5 are in the 3s,
you give me a 4.1 out of my 4th star or 5th starter. You're like, yeah,
okay,
I could win.
I'm with you.
Give me a 50-50 chance to win every 5th day. I'm fine with that, right?
No, I'm with you.
That's what you're asking for. And this team
it's great if it's 3.
And their guys, people are shitting on Soto because he didn't really get off. He's not off to the hottest start, but
who cares? He's got 20 years to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, all his underlying numbers are still good. I'm not going into.
Also, when he does get a hold of it, I think 2 days ago they were away. He shit on that baseball.
Yeah, he still has 8 home runs, 1.5 WAR. He's doing fine, but it's not like the Juan Soto that everybody whatever giant ass contract he signed.
Yeah,
Pete Alonso's playing his ass off. Francisco Lindor might be one of the most underrated players in Major League Baseball.
100% agree.
I'm kind of stealing the topic from Jay Hay, but Jay Hay mentions we might be talking about a Hall of Fame shortstop here. The conversation gets better by the day.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that statement at all. Obviously, he's still got some career to play, but
people thought that contract was bad, or that whatever the trade was bad coming from Cleveland. That was dumb of them. But man, it was
dumb of Cleveland because they lost out on Lindor.
But he's been doing his thing. I mean, with the Mets, he had his first season was bad. He had 3 WAR, and since then 5.4, 6.1, 6.9.
Yeah, I mean.
And the rest of the lineup's doing exactly what they needed to do. Viento's doing enough. They probably want more of some of these guys, but the Mets
studs are being studs, and that's bad. That's a bad sign for everybody else. You know what I mean?
And they're gonna add, right? They're gonna spend money, so they're gonna be active. They're gonna be making calls. They're gonna be I don't
want to play this game.
I don't think they'll do it this way. Who do you think lands Sandy Alcantara? And do you think anybody actually wants Sandy Alcantara at this point? Because I was talking with executive producer Doug Irwin about it, and his underlying numbers are not good.
No, they're not great. I think people do want them, but I don't think they want to spend what the Marlins are asking.
Yeah.
Because any team will be like, yeah, we'll throw them in our 3 or 4 slot. That'd be great. As just a wild card threat. I mean, obviously his numbers don't look good, but I mean, if you have him as a 3, you're like, oh, I'm okay.
I guess you make the deal and hope he figures it out, right?
100%. You like, oh, he's in a shitty environment.
But you have to be the Mets have to have you're not fighting for your life. Now I need to hope Sandy Alcantara turns it on. You have to be at the top, near the top, and be like, okay, if he doesn't work, I can still go to these guys.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fair. To me, I feel like it's going to be the Yankees because
I'm curious. I don't know if they'll trade him in divisions. So that's what I might.
Yeah. So to me, it makes more sense that he goes off to the Yankees, not necessarily. Or I mean, I guess the Dodgers if they have injury problems.
But
I think
they're a lot of things. They have injury problems, but they're also the Dodgers, so they're not ruled out of anything.
So I don't know if they have any.
Christmas. Speaking of the Yankees, Max Fried. Have we checked in on him yet?
Jesus.
Oh, another guy you should be a little upset about.
No, I don't want to talk about this.
Do you
He's
know?
having like
do
one
you
of his
know
best
any of his
seasons.
numbers?
Yes, I saw his numbers.
Would you like to tell me what his ERA is?
His ERA is under 1, and his ERA I think is like 1.12.
It's lower. It's 1.05.
Fucking
2 points.
I knew it was under 125.
He almost has more WAR than Shohei.
Yeah. His WAR is like in the twos.
He's at 2. He's directly at 2.
Yeah.
Again, we're talking B WAR. I always talk B WAR.
Like literally, like people are like, is this the best we've ever seen Max Fried? And the answer is yeah.
Under 1 whip, 0.91
Shit.
walk hit per inning pitch. He is shoving it. So once you said Yankees, I was like, let me take a look at it because I know he was shoving it. Their bullpen has issues. They want Devin Williams out of there. Bearded Devin Williams or whatever he's got going on.
Yeah, he's not the same guy.
The airbender lost a little bit, but Max Fried has very much taken over as the ace of that team.
Yeah.
And that's a problem for you. But anyway, we were talking about the Mets and jumped to the Yankees because, when you get the best player, that works out that way. Let's see. Another good player, Rafael Devers. Oh, what is going on up there, man?
So I think at this point we can all agree this is not a translation problem. Like, this is not it. You know what I mean? Like,
we've ruled out the translator.
We have ruled out the fact that it's a language barrier. Nope, no.
My guy
Devers
just
don't give a fuck.
He just wants to play third base, and that's it. Then
They
you're not
told me
going
to put my glove up, so they're going to have to figure it out. Gee, like what? There's no translation
so how does
loss there.
Does it just end with him being traded this season? Like, he's got a lot of money that he's owed, so it's not like he's a great player. He's not an easily movable contract. I will gladly take him in Seattle with open arms. Come on down, buddy.
Of course.
But
you want that level of liability at third base?
Sure, man. Huh?
Okay,
all
that's
right.
fine.
You want to play third base, pal? Go ahead. It can't be worse than what we got right now.
Okay, that's fair.
I lied. Ben Williams plays a decent defensive third base, but he can't hit for shit. I'd rather the bat. We'll figure out everything.
That's fine.
Later.
Okay.
Now I need them to cover some of the salary.
Oh,
can't
right.
pay him $30 million or whatever the hell he makes. So
I don't know how much he makes.
There's like all the old heads are gonna get mad because like you get paid this much, go do it, and you're like, I get that. I agree. Right? They're just asking you to go play first base. Like they didn't.
First base is easy, by the way.
They didn't and it's not like the Red Sox intended to do that. Like the only reason is because Tristan Casas is out for the year, knee. Like they need a first baseman.
Yep.
And to better serve the team, he just needs to go to. So like.
It's wild. It's wild.
I understand the perspective. I don't really understand it at the end of the day, but it's okay. Like you signed up to play third base for this many years. You're in like year 1 of this deal. Sure, let the guy play some third base. However, circumstances have changed, and you get paid a shit ton of money.
Yeah,
like just go over there, dude.
It is a bizarre position for him to take.
How does that look every day? You're in the clubhouse. You're friends with me, and I'm just like, fuck off. I'm not going over
I don't
there.
Play third or nothing.
So what or whatever. So their answer was to DH him, but like their team can improve by they could call up Roman Anthony. They could put Yoshida in the lineup more often.
I need Roman Anthony in the league so bad.
I hear you, but they can't because they can't make him play first base. I guess they can, but that's a waste of his talent.
Yeah, I don't know.
So what do you do? What is your? It's a shit spot for every player in there. Yep. Like if you're his friend, you're like, dude, like what? And you don't get in the way of contracts, right? And those negotiate, but the contract's already signed. Like, dude, you're getting $300 million.
Yeah,
you are guaranteed $300 million. Can I get you to fucking go stand on the other side of the diamond?
It's so fucking weird because I can, like, when we played, the coach is like, hey, Andrew, you're going to go play outfield. I'm like, I don't want to fucking play outfield. But you know what I did? I went to go play outfield because that's my coach. And I'm like, well, if that's what the team needs.
But I guess if you were.
It's just, I know it's different because they make millions of dollars with the best to do it, all that kind of stuff. But like, like what the fuck, man? Like
That's how I feel.
Your coach is like, hey, Bob got hurt. You can play outfield. Go play outfield because our chances of winning are better. When
there's
you do
almost
that.
no
like,
sympathy, right? Because pretty much anybody, especially as you get into the older demographic of baseball world, is like, yo, dude, like, and nobody's wrong for having that opinion. Again, go fucking stand on first base, man. It's not hard.
Yeah.
You still get to field a couple of ground balls a game.
You'll
I don't know.
More fun at first and third. Yeah, you'll do.
I don't know, man. Like that doesn't make sense. And like whoever's in his ear is wrong. So like then what?
Yeah.
Like if you're a Red Sox, I guess I should have reached out to a Red Sox fan. Like, are you mad if he gets traded and doesn't know? I don't know if he has a no trade clause. I have not looked into that.
Yeah, I have no idea if he has a no trade clause. But
I'll try and find it while you talk.
I don't feel like the Red Sox. I hear more noise about him making noise. I don't hear the Red Sox as an organization going, we're really upset or disappointed in Devers. I just hear Devers going, I'm just not gonna. So I don't know what their opinion is.
He does not have a no trade clause.
Get his ass
so
out of there.
if they just wake up one morning I'm done with this.
Look, if I'm the front office, especially with the Red Sox, the young nucleus they have there now, like, and they're at the position like, hey, we can actually make some noise, trade his ass, get some real value back from him. Like that does, because he is becoming a cancer.
But I get, so that's the other question.
That's how
though.
I feel.
Is he? To
That's
us,
true.
he is.
I guess I don't know what his teammates are saying.
And you're never gonna know.
Damn, that sucks.
So I'm gonna make the
I want to be a
documentary.
fly on that wall.
Yeah, that's my. I guess that's my bigger
Netflix
point.
is doing the Red Sox documentary, but it's a year behind. So I don't know. If we're gonna know.
I suppose that's my bigger point, right? This happens across all different sports.
Yeah,
and you're like, I don't have to be friends with the guy, and like some people do, right? He's employed, but it's like, you never, even at the guy that's of a shaky character of some points, you never see people talk bad on him. They're like, oh
right.
yeah, he's my friend, like whatever. Like, so. Is he really a cancer? Is it really bothering anybody? I don't know the answer to that.
I mean, I don't feel like the Red Sox performance is suffering because of it. And Devers started real bad, so you can definitely make the argument that it hurt him a lot.
But he didn't like play all spring. But we don't care about spring.
He seems to be turning it around at least.
I don't know.
Now
It's
he's
a
seen more
weird
pitches, but I don't know what to tell you, man. It's very strange.
It's a developing thing, and it would not. I mean, he's got 1.5 WAR. He's hitting 280.
Yeah, like I said, he's turned it around.
So
he started. It was like 0 for 15 or something.
It would and wouldn't surprise me at the same time if just like near the deadline, it's just like he's gone and nobody knew about it.
I don't disagree. Yeah.
Wait, but like, you disagree or
I don't disagree.
Okay, sorry.
I do not disagree. Because,
okay, I was ready to calm down.
No. I don't disagree. They have. Bregman's playing really at a high level. That Campbell kid's playing very well because Devers wouldn't play second. And they're gonna figure out first base now too. I mean, I'd love to think Anthony can play first base, but who knows?
I have no idea.
It's just it doesn't feel like it's a team player, and a lot of these guys that care about it are going to be like, man, that's bullshit. Or who knows? Maybe all the professionals like, yeah, dude, get your money and what you want because that's
like
where
Devers is just DHing. They're
do.
playing Abraham Toro at first base.
Who? Okay, sure.
I don't know who's there.
I don't know. I know that we play them this weekend, and it's going to be Sale versus Crochet on Friday. Yeah, it's going to be a hell of a pitching match on Friday.
Okay, I like that.
And I'm afraid they're going to sweep the shit out of us, but I would like us to not get swept by the Red Sox.
Not getting swept is usually high on my bingo
Yeah, it's
card.
high on my list for sure.
I would prefer not to do that.
If we go into Boston and win 2 out of 3, that would be fucking phenomenal.
That might get you to 500.
It would get us to 500 if we don't get swept over the next. We're playing the Nationals, so Lord knows what happens to us after this series.
So, I mean, that's it. I don't really know what else to say about the Devers thing. I'm anxious to see where it ends up because it doesn't feel like it's going to end well, especially unless they. I don't know what they do because I was trying to go through their lineup really quick and just be like, where's the hole? Right, and that obviously is it, but like they have Abreu and right, they'd probably end up trading him.
Bray's playing amazing.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, they'd probably have to trade like him or Rafaela or something to be like, okay, now we could call up Anthony. They'll trade 2 people at once.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Who knows?
It's going to be interesting. I'm tuned in, and I need to know. I need to get more ear to the ground on Red Sox.
All right, we'll start asking around, see what we can figure out.
What
All
else you got?
Before we end, Chris, I wanted to play a game real quick, so that again, not checking in with everything, but trying to talk about the overall landscape of baseball. MLB did their power rankings, right? They do them. Often.
MLB did their power rankings.
Yeah. So this is MLB.com, right? So I want you to tell me who you think the bottom 5 are and who the top 5 are. Bonus points if you get it in order. I think the bottom's easier, so I'll let you start there.
The bottom.
Yes.
Rockies.
Yep.
The White Sox.
That's correct. 2 for 2.
The Pirates.
3 for 3. I feel like the first 4 of those.
Angels.
Okay. No, it's not the Angels.
Okay, hang on. There's a worse team.
Yes.
Oh, Marlins.
Yes, Marlins.
Angels?
Okay. Yeah. So the bottom 5 are pretty easy. But who do you think is 25th? So who's the 6th worst team?
Nationals?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, part-time producer Doug Irwin.
James Wood's having a nice... Like, they have a couple guys doing some decent things, though. Like, they're... I don't know. They're not as dead in the water as they
They're dead in the water for the season because they're babies.
But they have things.
Yes,
like they can
but
make
they have
stuff
things
happen.
to be excited about.
They have some young guys they could call up. They've got some guys coming in the... Well, I lied. I don't think they have many guys left in the pipeline.
I don't think they have a lot left there.
All right,
okay, so that's no surprise there, right? Any surprises to you?
No.
Okay, who are the top 5?
You want... What's...
Top to bottom. Start at the top. It's the one's easy.
The Dodgers.
Correct.
Number 2.
Just think of teams that are
The
hot
Mets.
right now. No, hot right now.
Padres.
Yes, Padres are 2.
Are 2?
Yep.
Mets have to be up there.
Not yet.
Jesus Christ, it's disrespect. Can't be the Phillies.
Nope.
The Mariners are like 8th or 9th, so they're not up there.
Not them. You're missing a team.
I know.
We've talked about them. Talked major shit about them last year.
The Royals?
Nope, not the Royals. Other team.
Tigers?
Yes, Tigers. Tigers are 3. Tigers are hot right now.
Not.
They're hot right now,
third
man.
best team in
They're the
Major League
third best
Baseball.
Yeah, Skewball's pitching
He
his
can't
ass
pitch
off.
every day. We saw that. Jack Flaherty isn't having a good year.
I'm just saying, this is the one I knew you would have the most problem with.
we're not. I'm done.
I was waiting.
I'm done. You think they're better?
That's the one I was ready to get to.
Wait. Very seriously, do you think they're better than the fucking New York Mets?
With their dominant doubleheader sweep of the Rockies, that shouldn't count. They tie the Dodgers with the best record in baseball. Best record in baseball, Chris.
All right, now I don't care. Who is 4 and 5?
4 is the Mets. 4 is Mets. Who's 5? You should know who 5 is.
Is it the Phillies?
No.
I don't know.
Oh, sorry. Cubs.
Oh.
Cubs have been playing really well this year.
Okay, cool.
We've talked
Good for
about
them.
it.
Yeah, well,
so Cubs
Kyle
are
Tucker's
5.
good.
And then Phillies are 6.
That makes sense.
Yankees are 7.
Yeah. All right.
So
hang on. 26 and 15. That's fine. The Tigers are playing by record. That's fine. But they're not better than the Mets. They're just not.
I love this. This is awesome. Like I said, I knew that was going to.
They're in the same. I've looked at this box score for the past 20 minutes,
okay.
And it's the same. It's the same one. The Red Sox are playing the Tigers right now. Kerry Carpenter, nice season. I like him. Good guy. Gleyber Torres, okay, cool. Their 3-hitter, Colt Keith, not great. Riley Green, fine. Spencer Torkelson having a redemption year. Zach McKinstry, Dylan. I think that's his name. Dylan Dingler.
Riley Green just made history by hitting 2 home runs in the 9th inning.
No,
it was like last
yesterday.
week. Yeah,
okay.
yesterday. Yeah.
I think his name's Dylan. Is it Dylan Dingler?
Yeah,
it is. Hell yeah. Trey Sweeney and Javi Baez. They still employ Javi Baez and play that guy every day. I can't put them up there. They're not good.
They kind of have to.
I hear you. They're forced. I think this is the last year. But they have, bar none, the best pitcher in baseball.
Best pitcher.
There's no doubt. He's the stopper. Yep. Sure. You win 20%. You're just gonna. I'll give them every single game he starts. They win.
That's a W for sure.
Okay. Now what? Like, what are you talking about, man? Like,
I love it.
Hang on. Now I got to go to their full ass roster.
Yep.
Because I'm wrong on somebody. Like, Jack Flaherty is not having that good of a season at this particular point. Who the hell else do they have a start? Jackson Job's up. I like him, but he's not that great. Is Reese Olson really shoving it that hard? Like, no, I'm not happy about this. He's got a 3.38. That's fine.
Yep.
Jack Flaherty. Can't spell his name. Jack Flaherty.
Hold on.
He's not doing very well at all. Like he's literally 0.
I mean, Casey Mize has a sub-3 ERA.
He just got hurt, I think. I think he just hit the IL.
I think he
okay.
is.
I do like Casey Mize. Been waiting on him for a while. And again, Kerry Carpenter having it. But here's their position players. This isn't in any order. I'm just naming them. Dylan Dingler, Thomas Nido. Cool. Javi Baez, Andy Ibanez, Jace Jung, Cole Keith, Trey Sweeney, Spencer Torkelson, Gleyber Torres. Maybe they're outperforming, but come on. And then I like Kerry Carpenter. I like Riley Green. That's about all I got.
Wait.
What?
Chris, who leads this? Who are the top 2 WAR for this team?
Kerry Carpenter and Tariq Skubal.
No. Well, I'm sorry, batting.
Spencer Torkelson
Is number 2.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
It's Javi Baez?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Why?
Baez is 1.6. Torkelson's 1.4.
How?
Dude,
He's hitting 300.
Baez is hitting 300 with a 791 OPS. What's good OPS, Chris?
800's good. That's fine. He's right there.
So he has less than 30 strikeouts this year. I mean, it's not bad.
I get.
That's
yeah.
not
I mean,
bad.
if he's your 9-hitter, that's fine. I mean, you would know about like a 9-hitter performing like that when you had Arcia was playing well in his role. So like that does bolster a team. Like I'm not.
That's wild.
Let's back up.
Good
that
for him.
makes them a good team. That does not. They're not better than the Mets. I can't give you that. I'll give them a top 5 team. That's fine. They will not be there come July, August. They just won't. However, they're not today. They're not better than the Mets. I won't allow it. I can't stand for that.
Well, hypothetically, they're better than the Mets right now. So
That's who made the rankings. Jeez,
Major League Baseball did, and
Yeah,
they
they're
suck
wrong.
on the teat. That is the Mets. So
no, they don't.
anyways, that is exactly the reaction
I know.
hoping
That's
for. So-
all of that was a ploy to get me for the third. I got like 8 out of 10, and you just had I would have never picked the Tigers ever.
You weren't coming
kidding
close
me?
to it. I love it. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed listeling to us
Juan
today.
Soto, Pete Alonso, Francisco Lindor, and I got to fucking deal with
still on
Jace Jung. Kick rocks.
Chris is so worked
Sorry,
up.
Griff, if you still listen to this, Griff, who did our preview, if he still listens to us, I am sorry,
I'm
but
crying.
you're welcome to come on and we'll hash it out. But I can't stand for this.
All right, well,
you pissed me off.
I know. I can't wait to look at this again. Until then, everybody, I hope you have a great week. My name is Andrew.
And I'm Chris.
And this is the Coach's Sons Podcast.
Unbelievable.